Good evening, everyone. Thank you all for making time to come here today. This exciting webinar is brought to you by the OS Innovation and Design Club, and I am SM Mustainrad, a proud sub-executive committee member on behalf of the club as host, and MD Ghazali Islam as co-host. I'm excited to be your host today as we dive into a session that promises fresh insights, bold ideas, and a glimpse into the future of AI and prompt craft. But at first, I want to give you a short introduction about OST Innovation and Design Club. I will say Austin IDC is one of the most renowned clubs of Ahsanullah University of Science and Technology, and it has always been friendly to invite students to showcase their innovative ideas, soft skills, technical abilities, and guide them under supervision of proper mentors. Today, we'll look at how prompt engineering is changing the way we interact with machines and how thoughtful design can turn abstract algorithms into tools that solve real problems. And to guide us through this unique journey, we are honored to welcome two extraordinary minds with us. Leaders who are not just shaping the future of AI, but actively building it. Whether you're an AI devotee, an ambitious innovator, or just curious about what's next, you are in the right place. First up, we have Mr. Shajidur Rahman, President of Intellectium and an innovator in the world of AI. Mr. Shajidur Rahman brings a forward-thinking approaching turning bold ideas into practical AI solutions. With a deep commitment to pushing boundaries and a proven track record of leadership, he's helping redefine what's possible in the AI landscape. Joining him is Mr. John Paulo F. Gonzales, Co-Director of Technology and Innovation at Intellectium, known for his ability to fuse creativity with cutting-edge tech. Mr. Gonzales is a driving force behind some of the most forward-thinking AI strategies today. He transforms bold ideas into real-world impact, linking wisdom with execution. So, I encourage each of you to stay engaged, take notes, and most importantly, be curious. Let this session be the beginning of something bigger, an idea, a project, a collaboration, or even a revolution. Now, with great excitement and respect, I would like to invite both Mr. Shajidur Rahman and Mr. John Paulo F. Gonzales to begin our session. Yes, you can begin.
All right. Hello. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
All right. Thank you. So this is Shajidur Rahman, as the host said. I'm the president of Intellectium. And in this workshop or in this webinar, we will be diving into some ways that we can use AI, some of the discoveries that we have found to use AI in a way that we can actually make it into a superpower that human can use. So in this webinar, we will introduce you to some ways to prompt the AI in a way that can potentially generate some insightful, meaningful graphics, meaningful image, as well as we will also show how you can manipulate an image using AI, just using AI, no need to use any graphics tool or anything. And then later, we will show you how you can actually build a functionable website. For example, a landing page or maybe a web game, or perhaps a portfolio that you can send it to professionals. So I hope you're excited. And with that being said, let's begin. So as I said, what you will learn is craft your prompts better and learn how to generate and manipulate images using AI, as well as learn how to build a website using AI from scratch. So why should you learn this as a student? So here's the thing. So by learning this, you can use AI as a tool to improve your work, not replace it. I mean, there is a difference. the difference between improving your work and the replacing your work. And then you can use AI as a tool for doing the things that you cannot do. For example, you need a book cover design, but you have no idea about graphics tool. You have no idea about how to draw or how to sketch. So what you can do is go to AI and make the AI do that for you to help you improve your work. And then there's another example, like for example, you need a website. You have a business, now you need a landing page so that you can show it to the people and represent your website. So for that, you don't know how to code. That's where AI comes in. That's where AI comes in and solves your problem for you. So a brief introduction about Intellectium, why we are here, who are we? So Intellectium is an international youth organization that is a global-led platform promoting leadership and innovation. And our goal is to connect youth change makers across countries and cultures. So we focus on community engagement and social impact initiatives. So we are officially registered in the United Nations Partner Portal and aligns with UN Sustainable Development Goals. And we can also collaborate with the UN agencies for projects. And what's our mission? What's our goals and everything? So we are a skill and SDG development focused organization. So we offer workshops, training sessions, and hands-on projects for personal and SDG solutions. For SDG, I mean Sustainable Development Goals solutions development. So we equip with youth with professionals, creative and soft skills, and we try to bridge the gap between education and real world experience. So as we said, we're an international organization. We have these countries that are working for us. So in this workshop, you have me, Shajidur Rahman, as one of the keynote instructor, as well as John Paulo Gonzales as the key instructor of this prompt craft webinar. Yeah, so let's start with how the prompt engineering works. So what is a prompt? And how this prompt works in an AI. So first, what you do is you write a prompt, and then the AI understands it, and as a result, it generates some output, and you were able to communicate with it. That's how the prompt language works. So where does the prompt engineering falls in? Where to do that? So it's right in the first step. So this is the part where if you carefully engineer the prompt by adding more details, adding more constant, then ultimately what you can do is get better output. So you can write something about generating an image, and it may generate an image, but however, if you engineer the same prompt by adding more context, adding more details, then it can potentially lead to generating a professional looking image. So that's the difference. So that's the enhancement that engineering the prompt does. So we will dive deep into how it works now. So to give you an example of AI art, I'm sure we all have seen some of the AI arts. So there's two types. The first one is image generation, and the second one is image manipulation. So in here, as you can see, I tried to generate an image of a sakura tree garden. And I basically typed the prompt saying just generate a sakura tree garden, and it made this. And for this one, this is a logo. Like, I didn't know how to make a logo. I don't know anything about logo, but I had a sports tournament coming up, and I wanted my team to have a logo that we can print out in our jersey. So I went to AI, I typed how the details will be, and just by engineering the prompt, I was able to generate this logo for my sports team. That's how the image generation works. And as for image manipulation, this is the interesting part. This is a bit advanced, but if you can utilize, if you can master this, the image manipulation system, the image manipulation process, then you can do wonders. For example, the image you see here is actually this. This is a picture of my friend and some of the Squid Game characters. I'm sure we've all heard about Squid Games. So what we needed is to design a banner for the B10 1.0. So I used this image, I put it into AI, And then I engineered the prompt. I tried to manipulate the image. And as a result, this is what I got. It's crazy, right? So this is exactly what we will be learning in this webinar. So I hope you guys are excited. Here's another example. So this right here is a poster design. So one of my lecturer, he gave me an assignment to design a poster. Me and my team, we never ever created a poster. We don't know how to design things. We don't know how to organize things. So what we did is we went to AI, we gave it the topic, and we asked it to like generate a structure. Okay, let me show you an example. So I went to him, I told him everything what you need to do, and I engineered the prompt. I will show you how to engineer it later, but this is how it generates. This is what it gave me. And then I tried to improve it by using my own creativity. I didn't just copy paste it. That's something we shouldn't do when using AI. Yeah. So this is an example of the prompt engineering. And so let's start with the image generation process. So first, what you need to do is generate the prompt itself using Qwen AI. So here's the thing. Here's why you need to generate prompt using AI. Let me show you an example. Okay, as for this workshop, we will be using Imagen.art as the image generation tool. All the tools, all the process will be mentioned in the rulebook, which you can find it in the OST-IDC's Facebook page. Just a sec, let me reload this page. Hmm. So this one is free to use. And right now I will try to generate just a random image. Let's say generate an image of a sparrow bird looking at the sky. So this is just a simple and general prompt. We'll compare the output with this prompt, and after we engineer it. So let's go. It will take a bit time, so let's wait. There you go. So with just adding this prompt, we were able to generate an image, but it lacks so much details. I see so much potential in this image that could be better if we just engineer the prompt in a way that the AI will be able to generate better results. Just look at this result. It is good, but it's kind of basic. It still looks AI-like. So what we will do now is we will go to Qwen AI. We've tested some of the other like AI tools for generating prompts, but Qwen is by far the best, in my opinion, when generating prompts, as well as some of the other activities. So for this, we will say, so here's how to engineer a prompt for generating images. So first, you need to give him a personality. Act as a professional artist, and then something like help me generate an image and act as an image of a sparrow bird looking at the sky. And in the prompt, let me quickly wrap this up. So basically, I gave the AI a bit of instructions to act as a professional artist, and I want it to help me generate a prompt, which I will be copy pasting it to the AI. That is the process. So I will just go with it and let's see what it does. So it gave me a prompt. As you can see, it added lots of details like the illustration tone, as well as the coloring, the sunlight, the lighting. So let's try adding it to the AI and see the difference. And it also gives some suggestion at the end saying, if I want a different lighting, then I could add this. If I want more color correction, that I could add this line, and so on for the rest. So I've copied it, and now it's time to put it to the test. Let's see. There you go. And voila. Let's take a look at this one, the lighting, the contrast, it even added the focus. I mean, you can see the blurs behind it and the focus. It even added the weather, the sunlight and everything. Everything was in the prompt there. Just look at the difference. We generated this using just a simple one-line prompt, generate an image of a sparrow bird looking at the sky. And this, after engineering the prompt with the help of AI, and this is how the difference is. So yeah, that is how you can engineer the prompt when generating an image. And as for the tools that you can use is, the one I used is Imagen.art. It's at the moment, I'm using at the moment, and I kind of like it. But you can also use Leonerdo and then stable diffusions, other AI. It works on the same. But for the competition that you have upcoming, I suggest using this one. Here's another example of using a simple prompt. This is a simple prompt, and after engineering it, this is the result. It's crazy, right? So I guess now we're familiar with the image generation process. Now it's time to look into the interesting part, which is the image manipulation. Where is it? Oh, there you go. So for image manipulation, you can use Qwen AI for the prompt and manipulate the image using ChatGPT. That's right. For manipulating the image, ChatGPT works the best, in my opinion, from my personal experience. ChatGPT is the AI model that can manipulate the image more accurately than the other AIs. And for tools like Imagen and Leonerdo, they're good at image generation, which is this one. But as for manipulation, ChatGPT is by far the best. Like this, I made this using this image. So I will basically walk you through the process of how I did exactly that. So let's go. So first I uploaded the image and say, turn this into Studio Ghibli style art. I'm sure we're familiar with this term. It's anime art style that we used a lot of times recently. So this is what it generated first, but I wasn't satisfied. I wanted more Squid Game vibe. I wanted more like mysterious and interesting vibe. So what I did is I tried to expand the ratio into like cover photos, the cover photo picture size ratio. And then I said, turn the same image into a different art style. Use Squid Game theme. I basically typed, no needed to add pictures. Only once I had to add it, and later I'm just trying to manipulate the elements, manipulate the image in different ways. So this is what it generated after I used this prompt. And then something happened is I ran out of limit. So what I did next is I downloaded this picture, okay? there's still some work left. So I downloaded the picture and I logged out. Let me quickly do that. So I basically went to a different account so that I can get more premium access to generate the result that I wanted to get. Let me do that quickly. Just a sec. There you go. So here it is. So like I said, I downloaded the original picture, the last picture that it generated, and then I said, use a different art style and make the soldiers wear black. Look, the soldiers had like a red, so I turned it into black. This is what it generated. And then since I wanted more mysterious vibe, like it's literally the salesman, right? And salesman doesn't really have like a scary expression like that in his face, and he usually uh, have cards in his hand. So what I did next is I told it to make the character in the middle smirk. It's an expression. And give him a Squid Game invitation card in the first two of his hands, pointing at the camera. And tada! There we have the final image that I wanted from the start. So as you can see, the process is a bit complicated, but you just need to add more prompts strategically to adjust it accordingly, according to the results that you want to get. So what I tried to do next is I tried to add the logo in the card, but again, I was run out of the subscription. So what I did next is I know a bit of Canva. So I went to Canva and I uploaded the image here and I removed the original logo that it had. And then I added the BeatenIt logo in here and voila. After doing some other adjustment, this is what I was able to create just with the help of AI for this BeatenIt business stall business that I had. So yeah, that's the process. So I'd like to show you some example by adding the IDC logo here. So this is the picture, okay? What we will try to do is tell the AI to add the logo of Innovation and Design Club in this card. Let's see how that works. Mm. This is the picture. No, wait. This is the picture that we want to add. Ah, come on. I guess I'll need to switch the account again. Just a sec. It's lagging. There, we're in. Okay, so let's try to manipulate the image. So this is the picture. Well, there seems to be a glitch. It should work. Just a sec. Okay, ChatGPT is probably having a glitch right now, but the process is like the same. Like here, as you can see. Mm. So this is the IDC logo, and I told the AI to add the logo in the second image on the book of the first uh, image. Uh, like I basically told the AI to, you see that book? I told the AI to add this logo as the book cover of this image, and this is what it created. I cannot zoom here, but it's an image that has the IDC logo as the book cover. This is basically how the image generation works using ChatGPT. I wish I had Premium to show you the full process, but you get the point. I hope so. And what's next? So yeah, this wraps up how you can engineer your prompt to generate better images, as well as how you can engineer the prompt to manipulate an image and use it in a way that can actually become your superpower. So next, there's some interesting ways you will learn how to generate a website, a fully functioning website using ChatGPT, using like AI models. And my fellow speaker, John, he will do the instructions. So John, you have the floor.
Hello, am I audible?
Yes.
Hello? Okay. Thank you for that, Sajid. And welcome again, everyone. My name is John Paul Gonzales, and I am the co-director of technology and innovation in Intellectium. And today we're going to be talking about web design using prompt engineering. So let's get started. But first, you ask yourself, if you're asking, why would you need a website? Well, for starters, maybe you're a student or a, a fresh graduate needing a portfolio. So maybe you would decided to make a portfolio website, or maybe you're building a landing page for your business or organization, or maybe something fun like a web game maybe that you could play with your friends. Next, please. Well, this process takes time, and the process, well, you'll be needing HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and most importantly, knowledge. Next, please. Well, no knowledge, no worries, as prompt engineering is the key. As the future forwards, AI is developing, and we don't need we don't need the skills to be able to start something, like for example a website. And using this, we'll be teaching you step by step in how to build a website. And the process will be going first, we'll be going to generate the prompt using Qwen AI. Next, generate the codes using Qwen AI as well. Next, edit and preview your website using CodePen.io. And lastly, host it for free with a domain using TinyHost. Next, please. And today I'm going to be live demonstrating and how you can do all of that step by step. And yes, thank you for sharing your screen, Sajid. I'll be taking over the live sharing. Thank you. So today we're gonna be using the AI model called Qwen AI. But first of all, let's try to generate a prompt. Let's say I want to build a web game, for example. So I asked Qwen AI to help me generate a prompt, but I think I already have the prompt, which is here. I typed in act as a professional game developer, create a web game, rock paper scissors, make it more of an arcade 8-bit style, and make it visually appealing. Add your own suggestions to make the game enjoyable for the players. So using this prompt, we'll be generating a code. And but first, let's adjust the AI model. And using the Qwen tree coder, we'll be able to generate more codes, professional codes. And let's get started. And surely it will take time to generate its codes. And I'll talk about more about other AI models that you can use. For example, ChatGPT for coding, also Gemini AI. Um, you can also use Claude AI. I actually recommend Claude AI for um, more visually appealing and more um, coding. Uh, yeah. So basically, it's better. It's a better coding AI model. And here, as you can see, it's generating its code, but it's taking some time as it's generating the front area of the code. And well, I'll talk about more about the other website that we'll be using, which is the CodePen. A CodePen is a tester of codes where you can test whether your code is working, the HTML, CSS, and the JavaScript. And you can go to codepen.io to test this and log into your account, and then open here the CodePen using by clicking here. And now you will see a website where you can um, do your do your own coding. You can also try to uh, test around the subjects. And also, let's see if it's already done. There we go. So I think it's generated a lot of code. So let's try this. Okay, and there we go. So with that prompt, I was able to make a web game called 8-bit rock paper scissors. Choose your weapon and defeat the computer. So this um in this web game, let's see if it's functional. And then I'll choose my weapon. It will be the rock. And next is we'll play the round. It's a tie. So you can see that it's really functioning. The game itself works and the coding works. So what about making it a live domain? Like for example, you and your friends can play it or test themselves. So we'll move on to TinyHost. TinyHost is a domain hosting website where you can upload your web codes and turn it into a live website for free. And using this 8-bit AI, I mean web game, will be copy pasting the code, and then we'll be going to our desktop. Next, we will press new text document. And now in this document, we will be opening this and then paste the HTML file. And then we will exit this. Next, we will be renaming the file into index.html. There we go. Yes. So now we have the index.html. But I think there will be a problem later. And for now, I'll teach you how to make it into hosting. Portfolio. There we go. Oh, web game. Sorry about that. So I'll put this, and then we will be compressing this into a zip file. If you do not have this option in your computer, you may visit this website called Zip, where you can also turn your folder into a zip file by clicking select folder and then finding the web game, this one, web game. And then this will do is this will turn this into a zip file. And then using that zip file, we will be uploading our web game here. Desktop, web game, and select the zip file. And now next, we'll be naming this rock, paper, scissors, tiny host, and then enter. Okay, I think the game, and 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's unfortunate. Let's try this again. There we go. So now we have a live server, live website called Rock Paper Scissors, tiny the site. So try to view the link and see if the website is working. I think there's a problem. So I think this the problem with this is uh, the code that was generated was only in HTML. So to prevent this from happening, you will be suggesting or editing your prompt into this. Um, First, generate the HTML, then CSS, and lastly, JavaScript. Uh, it must be separated. There we go. And then once we click send, this will redo the process and it will separate the HTML, the CSS, and the JavaScript. And that way, the game itself will be more functioning. So let's try testing this. So this web game is only in HTML. So let's try again. There we go. I pasted the HTML to the HTML here. And then next, the CSS. Let's see if it's done coding. This may take a bit of time. Oh, there we go. Because it's loading, it's generating the code for you. Next, copying the CSS into the CSS in CodePen. And now it's generated a live display. And then lastly, let's add the function JavaScript. And let's paste it here in the GS. And now let's see if this rock, paper, scissors web game is working. So now if we can see everything is like moving and whenever I'm hovering the rock, paper, scissors, it's also moving. So I'll choose rock this time and the computer chose paper. I lost that one and it seems that the game is functioning. So let's try again. The same process that we did is to create the website. We will be copying the HTML first. Go to your desktop. Next is we create a folder and we create a web game or name it rock paper scissors. Okay, rock paper scissors, and then create a text document named or first put your coding here, the HTML code, and then save, click save, exit, and then rename the file. into index.html. There we go. Okay, next we will be adding another text document. And now we're gonna be copying the CSS file again. Now, and go back to our file, open the text document and paste it. Save, exit. And now this is the part where I need your full attention. It's because styles, in renaming this folder, it should be styles.css. Enter. And lastly, we'll be creating a new file, text document, and then we're gonna be copying the JavaScript text. And then opening the text document, the same thing, paste, save, exit. And now for this one, we will be renaming this script.js. Enter. And now to view the web game, let's see if this works. I think there's a problem. Okay. It seems that there's a styles SMS. To view it before you upload the file, you should take a look about the website first. If it's doing it like this, and let's try to find out the problem. So open your index.html, right click, um, select open with notepad. There we go. So we will try to find the link or the style CSS. There we go. So it says here that it is style CSS. So what we've written here is style CSS. So that is a problem. It won't um uh get the CSS file if it's wrongly spelled. So we're gonna add the S here, select file, save, exit, and now we're going to click this again. And then there we go. This is our game, but this one is not fully live yet. And to make this live, we will go back to our folder, exit, and make this into a compressed file, zip file. There we go. So our rock, paper, scissors is here. And now, since we're not using this website anymore, we will be deleting this as we're only limited to one project at a time. So um, it's a free plan. So as you expect, you cannot do anything, all of the things that you want. So next is we're going to be uploading the rock, paper, scissors file, zip file, open, and then we're gonna rename it rock, paper, scissors, 8-bit. There we go. Oh no. So it seems there's a project limitation here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna sign out and we're going to be logging in with a different account as we're only using free trials and free services. So we're gonna be using another account in making. And I think I logged into another same account. There, never mind. There we go. So as it's working, it's magic. And let's try to view the link. There we go. So we have our own web game. And if you guys would like to view it, I will be sending, hold on, chat, the web game itself. If you want to try it yourselves, then feel free. And that is because this is the work of an AI. all of this is just the work of an AI with no prior knowledge about coding and web game. It's all about prompt engineering and how you can um, create uh, what you desire, what you can imagine, the creativity, anything you can imagine. And aside from that, not only web game that you can design, you can also make your own portfolio. And to do that, let's go back to Qwen.ai. So this time we want ourselves a portfolio. And next I already have a prompt ready here, so it doesn't take a while. So my prompt is, and I will be generating this and read this to you while it generates. So my prompt is generate a complete, responsive, modern, and professional portfolio website using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Use a sticky navigation bar and subtle animation and scroll for a polished feel. Make it responsive and look professional. And then I clarified that it should generate first the HTML, then CSS, and lastly, JavaScript. It must be done separately. This is a must. And the website should have a clean, minimalist design with a consistent color scheme or whatever you want for your portfolio to look. And as for me, I wanted my portfolio to look clean, minimalist design with a consistent color, dark blue, white, yeah, etc., etc. And next is create an image tag and also makes a style line. And this is all about the coding to make it easier for you. And later on, we'll be sending the prompts that we used later in our Facebook group, Intellectium, and you can find out more about us there. And then I also added the user profile following. My name is John Paul Gonzales, an occupation of web designer, UX designer. My skills, and it's up to AI to add relevant skills for my portfolio and my experience with a 5 years experience plus, and the projects with that is non-existent, but I added the 6 mainstream projects that would be appealing to my employers. So as for my code, I think it's ready. There we go, HTML. Now, what we're gonna be doing, what we're gonna be doing next is to copy the HTML, go back to CodePen. Oh yeah, always don't forget to save whatever you've been doing in CodePen because it will lose all your progress. And as for our next one, we're going to be having our portfolio now. And in a blank screen here, blank HTML, we'll add our code. There we go. And it's starting to make us our portfolio. Next is the CSS style. Make sure that it's finished generating. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. And now we're gonna be pasting the CSS in CodePen. And there we go. It's almost done, but we're not yet done yet. And next we're gonna be adding the JavaScript. So pasting the JavaScript here and voila. This is a template of what you could achieve if you do prompt engineering using AI. You can make your own website portfolio. And as you can see, I will be showcasing you the website about me. It seems that it's blank. I think there's a problem with the text color. And next is my skills. Everything is moving. It's responsive. And then my skills, the featured projects, like for example, e-commerce platform, travel companion app, etc., and then the get in touch. Let's talk about your project, and then the details, location, and the telephone number. And also, there's also links, external links that you can click. But at this point, at this moment, it is not functional as you have to edit, customize everything in the code. So let's get to customizing. So first, let's try to add my picture here in the logo here. So as for my picture, I will be using this picture. And if I upload this is in Imagen, and I've also wanted to clarify that this design, I mean the picture that should be used here is uploaded somewhere in the internet or Google, and in the one way to do that is using external uploading websites like Imager, GIFs, um, anything that can be that you can upload photos to. Like Pinterest, you can use Pinterest. But as for me, I wanted to upload my own picture. So I used Imager. And what I did next is I copy image address. Next is go to CodePen again, and then Control F. So now what it does, it will search for some certain a word in your code. Let's say we're gonna be searching for IMG. IMG, there we go. That is the IMG source where my photo is gonna be. So as you can see here, this is the placeholder link of my picture. And then what we're gonna be doing is to paste this. There we go. Now it resets, and there we go. And that is my picture uploaded. And as for my details, you can do whatever by doing, you can customize it yourself. You can do wonders if you want to edit this. Feel free to edit this using the prompt itself before the coding, or you can edit this within the code. So as for me, I already decided I am gonna be a web UX designer, and let's do an about me. So in order to find about me, we're gonna be copying the text, go to HTML. Let's try to make it bigger. Control F, and then paste about me. Enter. And now I can see the text that is about me. Actually, there is a text here, but it seems that there's a problem with the coding where the color is not visible. So let's try to find that. And using about me again, let's try to Control F in the CSS, paste the about me, or it seems that it's not seen anywhere. But um, hmm, section title, body, root, HTML body. Okay. But at this point, you can either decide to create another prompt or create or I mean generate another prompt in order to get a new design or a new color. It seems that the problem about this generated code is the color of the about me. But I think we can find it here. Hero profile about text. There we go. So about text, about content, the padding color, secondary background color, mm, text margin, stats, RGBA. It seems that 00. Yeah, but it seems I have no idea. So what we'll be doing is what we can do is to generate another code, but it seems that we're lacking time for that. But let's say But as you can see, there is a text here that says, "Hello, I'm Paulo Gonzales, a passionate web UX designer with over 5 years of experience creating engaging digital experiences. I specialize in designing in studio, blah blah blah," and it's about that. So the problem here is the color. It's the same as the background, so it's not visible. So I guess that's fine. And for my skills, I can also decide to change this by going to HTML again, Control F, go to paste what you want to decide to change as UI, UX design. Uh, do this again. There we go. As you can see, it's highlighted. And what you can do, you can decide to like your skills. You could be like, for example, photography. There we go. And there we go. So this is how you can customize your code. I mean the website. And through this, you can do wonders as long as you do this. Copy pasting and Control F, paste, and then the search bar will search it for you. And then creating initiative and engaging user in different interfaces with Figma and Adobe XD. So you can decide to create here um, memorable moments, something like that. You can decide to whatever as long for how what kind. Oh, I saw it and it disappeared, I guess. And yeah, so you can edit this one. You can also edit the photos for feature projects. Let's say let's try to edit the picture of the featured projects. Let's copy the e-commerce platform. Go to HTML, Control F, paste, enter, and then we find that the image source here. Wait, hold on. There we go. The name is Featured Projects. Under that is the e-commerce platform. Here we go. So how are you gonna be able to paste your picture here? The same method that I did for my picture here. I search around pictures in the internet and what I can that will fit into my portfolio. Like for example, this picture about e-commerce, I will be copying image address. And then next is go to back to CodePen and then go to select image source and right beside it, inside the quotation marks, select all of it inside and then paste. And what it will do, it will, there we go. It will paste the picture inside the box. And you can do this all for the other projects as well. And yeah, and you can also decide to edit, like for example, the email. Let's do this method again. Control F, paste, and then it will search for my email. Hold on. It seems there we go. I think this is my email. I will add my real email here. By Gonzales John Paulo 22 gmail.com. And then my location is from Iloilo, Philippines. And then my number and random number that you want, or the telephone number that you have. And here, let's talk about a project. I edited my email and my location, Iloilo, Philippines. And then, yeah, so that is how you can edit and create your own website using AI and coding. And also the buttons are all functional. And as you can see, Everything is moving. Everything is like super smooth. Home, about skills, except for this one, it's not visible for some reason. There seems to be a problem with the code, but you can always generate the prompt again, and yeah, and everything here is working as intended. So now I want to share this with everyone. The same process over again. We'll be copying, pasting the HTML, go to your desktop, create a new folder, and write it portfolio. Next, we're going to the inside the new folder, and then select new file text document. And then inside the file, paste the code, save, and then rename the file into index HTML. Yes. And next is the CSS. We'll be copying the CSS next. Same process over and over, as long as you do this process correctly. Here, style CSS, and another one is the JavaScript. Copy, text document, paste, file, save, exit, rename script dot JS or JavaScript. Enter. Yes. So in order to check if it's working, double click open the index file. There we go. There seems to be another problem. So as you can see here, the about me is popping up, and that's unfortunate that it can't be seen. But the website is not working with the style. So what we're gonna do is go back to index HTML, open with, and you can, if the notepad is not visible, go to choose another app and then select notepad. And in this one, you will be trying to find the href or the style CSS, and it should be the same as this. So it seems that it's the same, but it's not. Okay. And let's try this once again. Mm, yes, so it seems there's a problem with the script, and I'll try to fix it. Oops, yes. It's not a picture. Yeah, so the styles didn't have any code. That's a bit of a problem. That is why it's not working. So I forgot to save it, I guess. So file, save, there we go. And let's try again. There we go. So it's now working as intended. Now let's pick it into a website. Go back here and then exit. Go back to your desktop, right click, and then compress or make it into a zip file via zip right here. And now we'll take our portfolio zip here into TinyHost. Um, as for now, we'll be deleting this because we're only allowed one website at a time. So I'll be deleting this. Sorry if anyone is playing right now. The website is now gone. So we'll be uploading the portfolio. Select the portfolio, so open, and then I'll write my name, John Paulo F. Gonzales, portfolio. There we go. You can name it whatever you want as long as it's not taken. And then press publish, working magic. And while this loads, it's gonna make a website, a portfolio website for me about me, and I can share it with my colleagues, my professor, my employers, and they will be seeing my experiences, projects, more about where the events that you've gone to. You can include that in your portfolio. And let's view the link. And voila, the website is working. So let's test the buttons. About me, the about me is still not visible, but it's there. Skills in photography, creating memorable moments. Projects here. The photo is clear, and you can do that. You can add photos to each projects that you want. A specific. You can be specific with it, as long as the picture is uploaded in the internet. And next is get in touch project, talk about a project. I'm currently available freelance work and my email, location, and a number. And for this, you can add like hyperlinks for this one. Within the coding here, you can try to find the HTML. For example, LinkedIn. Wait, LinkedIn. There we go. So the LinkedIn social links will be copy pasting, for example, our since I don't have a link first, I'll be going to my Facebook and let's act like it's a Facebook link. There we go. Let's go to my profile, copy my Facebook account, go to CodePen, select LinkedIn. There we go. Reference number, and then paste. And now let's try this. Oh, my bad. I think that's the wrong one.
It's
Yeah,
href.
href.
It's,
Oh,
you just need to replace the hashtag with the link.
oh, okay. My bad. There we go. Yeah, yeah. Thank you for that, Sajid. And now I think I have a working link here. It seems that since I clicked it, it's not supported. So it's since it's not supported, let's go back. There we go. And we're back to our website. As once you upload this file into your tiny host into your website, you're able to create your own website. Open the link here. Since it's an official website now, you can open the Facebook link, the LinkedIn link, or the Behance link, or the GitHub link that you have. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it about web designing using prompt engineering AI. And I'd like to thank everyone for tuning in. And that is all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sajid and John, for hosting today's webinar about AI prompt engineering. Um, if anyone has any queries or question, please feel free to ask.
Okay. So if you guys have any questions regarding our workshop today, our prompt craft, you can check us out on our Facebook group at Intellectium Network Empowering Innovation. Or also you can check out our YouTube channel and YouTube link. If you can watch our recording of the sessions. Each session that we did are always posted in the YouTube channel. And you can also reach out to us and follow us on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter, and also in YouTube. So if you guys have any inquiries about us, you can check our website, intellectium.org. And yeah, thank you. That is all.
Thank you very much for joining us today, Sajid and John. And once again, if anyone has any queries or question, please feel free to ask.
Yes, it seems that we have a question for us, and someone said, I don't think I can read the username. They said that you are quite experienced, so you found out the errors easily. Actually, I have only I don't have any experience in coding, let alone like um tampering around with codes. So that is why earlier I wasn't able to find out the error about the text, but I was able to find out the links location by Control F, like I did back then. I only wanted to find out more. Only wanted to find the section that was needed. So for example, the e-commerce one where I wanted to change it into photography, and I only selected that specific line of name and pasted it in Control F, and it will enter and it will show up and within the code, and you can paste it there. You can change however you want it, and it won't break the code itself. And as for the images, I was able to find more about it by um, the specific code three word abbreviation IMG. So I searched it by pressing the search again, like Control F, and pasted the IMG, and I was able to find that specific image. And I only knew that that image was around the top area because it was the first one. So that's how I knew where the uh, images should be. And as long as you like play around with coding, you will also learn more about it. And I hope that answers your question. And also, if you want to, you can ask AI to make it easier for you to find the prompt itself by, for example, giving him a prompt where please highlight where the image I should paste in, or I should be able to customize in, be visible or highlighted, so that I can change it whenever I can. So within that prompt, the AI will do its thing. It will add the highlight, the visibility that you need to find where that code that you want to change. I hope that answers your question. And next, how do you use prompts to balance creativity versus accuracy? Um, Here's the thing. AI, as for me, has its own was back then was not that creative, but along the way it evolved into something more and more creative. And to be able to balance accuracy and creativeness using the right words, prompts, that's why prompt engineering is crucial in this. Um Using words specifically to make the image generation or the website generation, the web game generation more appealing. Just use the specific words, or you can also use AI to generate the prompt for you. Make it more beautiful, maybe add your suggestions to the prompt, how to make it more appealing, and then just add make this prompt more appealing and more professional. And for example, um, you want to, for example, for Sajid, he used this simple words like sakura tree, beautiful sakura tree, but he added small words like he added prompts that could help the AI form the, how you call that, the image manipulation. So if you want to be more accurate with the output and the more creativity in your output, just add more prompt, and the more detailed the prompt is, the more accurate the output is gonna be. I hope that answers the question. And next we have, it is okay if I copy the image link and give it back to Qwen and tell it to add where I want. It will be time consuming. It has more chances. Yes, it will be more time consuming. Yes. And it will have more chances to be correct, since he knows where the photos will want to go. Or you can just ask him, "Hey, ChatGPT, can you or Qwen AI, can you add this photo link into my profile picture?" And then what it will do, it will generate the code again. So what you will do is add the specific prompts. Do not change anything. Just add this link, paste your link into my profile picture and enter. That's it. And as long as it doesn't break, or as long as uh, Qwen AI doesn't tamper with the um, code that you made earlier, it's okay. He will just add the link or the image that you want to be put to your profile picture. And I think that is it. And I hope that answers your question. Next. And will Slider or Copilot add-ons be able to help when tweaking the codes or Gemini share screen? Give us 3 most important tips or tricks you would like to share that you have gained in your whole career. Um, okay, so in adding, like for example, using Copilot or any other AI models, there are specific prompt coding models that are quite efficient or more effective, accurate, and creative than other specific AI models. Like for example, I used Qwen AI for its consistency, not for its because one of the key most important things about a AI model is its consistency to its output. So I was able to um, work on the flow without any but with minimal issues with the workshop. Is that because I used a proper AI model like Qwen AI. And for ChatGPT, I could have used ChatGPT as well. But the thing is, ChatGPT is not that creative, in my opinion. And it lacks like the codes, so it's not that appealing for me. So I used other AI models to explore who's more creative, accurate, and consistent. And I think that is all. And always learn more about what you have, what the current trends are, the current AI trends, models that are used to for specific prompts that you want, for coding, for research, for prompts, and everything is already there in the internet. You just have to find out for yourself. And as for me, I did my own research and I got my own knowledge of them, and that's how I learned more about AI. And I hope that answers your question. For the same order of instructions in a prompt, will different models give different answers? How would we know which model aligns with our instructions? Because there are many models out there. And that question, we have a lot of AI models that specific that has. can be used for specific means. So as for the session, we used Qwen AI because it was consistent. It was creative in terms of coding. It was also the output was accurate. So that's why we used Qwen AI. As for the other AI models, you can do your own research. I can also suggest you um, AI models, like for example, Claude AI, Gemini, and also um, Image GPT or something. Um, if you guys have any like suggestions, maybe you can search it up, like do your own research um into like what's the best. You can also ask AI what's the best AI model for this category, like for coding, for um for image generating, etc., etc. So to answer that question, you can also ask the AI what is it capable of and best. So I hope that answers the question. And wait, different answers. Yes, different models give their own different answers based on their coding, the data that they have collected. So the more data they collected, the more accurate, the more creative, and more consistent their answers will be. And yeah, I hope that answers the question. Image generation. Okay, what are your top three coding AI models and image generation models? How to set up and train my AI model and it gives me its most powerful performance. Give us three most important. Okay, for top three coding AIs, excuse me. Um, Unfortunately, some are really like paid or expensive as a monthly. One of this, but we can suggest three. Like one of them is Claude AI because it's free, and it's also I think by far the most creative out of them all. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, we didn't use Claude AI for the session because it wasn't consistent. The most consistent of them all was Qwen AI. That's why my top two will be Qwen AI, and number three will probably be mm, it depends. There's a lot of coding AI actually, but mm, actually ChatGPT has a mode, but it's paid, so it's you have to have premium for that. And yeah, um, Sajid, do you have like a third coding model AI that you can suggest?
Yes, definitely. So for image generation, my go-to AI model is honestly Leonardo, but it
Mm-hmm.
lacks some flexibility that the Google's Imagen 4 has. So if you want more flexibility, more customization, more options, then I would recommend Image 4gen, but Leonardo also works. And ChatGPT also works for generating images, but it excels mostly in manipulation part, okay, rather than generation. So yeah, it's ChatGPT, Leonardo, and Qwen AI. But if you want to know which one is the best for logo generating, then it's Gemini. The free version of Gemini 2.5 Flash. It's the best for generating logos. Like you can generate unlimited logos, and with a better prompt, like you can generate such a good looking and realistic logo. Like it's unbelievable. Okay, it's unbelievable. You'll be shocked to know that one of our upcoming event, which is happening in September later, we generated the logo of that event using Gemini. it is just that good, So
Mm.
once it'll be uploaded, you will be able to see it. So that is all. Do you have any other questions regarding image generation, image manipulation? Okay, so all the resource, all the logos, all the websites and the AI model used in this workshop will be provided in our Facebook group. Okay, even the recording itself will be uploaded in our YouTube channel, so you can rewatch any part, or if you're stuck, then you can ask questions in the group and we will be able to help you out. So all the research, even all the prompts will be provided. Okay, so do make sure to follow us on our Facebook and join the Facebook group and other social medias for getting the prompts and more news regarding the AIs, and also to stay updated on what courses that we will organize in the future. So yeah, just like this one, we conduct courses on business, AI, and social services, and so much more. So if you want to be a part of it, if you like this session, if you uh, want to continue the journey with Intellectium, then do make sure to follow us in our journey. So that will be all. Is there any more question?
Yeah, one of the questions is to give us 3 most important tips and tricks you would like to share that you have gained in your whole career. Um, for my whole career, I guess it's been like a 1 year for at this point, because I've only studied like AI prompt engineering on my own, like as a hobby. And I guess most important tips that I could advise you is to keep up with the current trends, watch the news about the new powerful AI models that are currently happening. Um, make use of the free trials that they're giving. Like for example, the Claude AI. Claude is actually a really good AI model. It's just that is a it it's really limited. That's the only downside part. And as for Qwen AI, it's coincidentally unlimited. So I guess it is good that Qwen AI exists, and we found out Qwen AI because we were doing our research about what's the powerful AI that's currently have AI model that exists in coding, image generation, prompts, exam, etc. And second is to do your own research, do your own assignments on prompt engineering. AI models, the current trends, technology that are happening. What's the best out? What's the best out there? Just and then lastly is to play around with the AI models. That's it. And you just have to experience it yourself. You just have to be there, uh, play with the AI model, use it to your extent and to whatever you want to desire to make. And I think that's all. And lastly, I think this will be the is this gonna be the last question? Okay. You are saying okay, okay. This will be the last question. You are saying that Claude is the best, but Qwen AI is more consistent. So if we are in a competition of prompt crafting where paid tools are not allowed, which model should we use? Um, it depends on what event it's gonna be. For example, actually Claude AI is more on writing, creative writing, create more on creativity. But the thing is, it's limited. But it's not an obstacle that you can't overcome. You can always log out and log into another account like Sajid did earlier. when he ran out of free trial. And yeah, you can always do that. Do some like sneaky do another account thingy. Yeah, and I think that's why it's also good. And yeah, and Qwen AI is um like the probably like second best because it's it's good. The AI is good, but sometimes it doesn't give out the answer specifically that I want, and sometimes it like you know it's not. It's just um it's and the results are a bit shaky, but sometimes the results are consistent, very consistent. The creativeness is also very clear as long as you do the prompts correctly. And also the creativity is also like mid, like below, probably below, just below Claude. That's it. And as long as you can try more about these AI models, play around them, use it wisely, use your knowledge with prompt engineering, use them to prompt engineer. And yeah, I think that's all. And I'll let go crazy with your anything that comes to your mind. Be creative with using AI. I think this is the future. Uh, yeah, that'll be all. Thank you so much.
We reached the very end of today's seminar, and on behalf of the organizing team, I would like to extend our grateful gratitude to our respected instructors, Mr. Shajidur Rahman and Mr. John Paulo F. Gonzales, and all who joined us. Without your participation, this event would not have been as engaging one. Thank you once again for being with us, and I hope to see you all again. Farewell.